Alright, what's up, guys? Anybody who's here, either live or afterwards. I was trying to set up a stream a few minutes ago, but I've had nothing but problems with everything today. I don't know why. Nothing works on the first try today. So if you're here for the last stream, I'm sorry I couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with my phone. There's something wrong with YouTube, but it seems to be better now. So anyway, we'll give it a minute to get going. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. So, yeah. We'll see what we can get going tonight, but we'll give it a couple of minutes here. So, anyway, hope everybody's day went well. We'll see if we can get a little more action on the stream here. We're not doing anything special tonight. What's up? Hello. I'm not doing any bike rides. I'm not riding tonight. I'm not riding tomorrow. I'm not doing anything in the foreseeable future. Oh man, things are not going well for me at all, but hopefully they're going better for you. How are you, Mike? And anybody who's here. Kaya Allen? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyway, what's up, anybody who's here? Just wanted to check in, spend a little time with you, let you know that I'm not doing a bike ride tonight, so don't expect to tune in for a live stream of that later. Okay, well, hey, good to see you. Glad you're here. So yeah, I've just been working on stuff around home all day, taking bikes apart, putting things for sale. I've put like $2,000 worth of stuff for sale on multiple online platforms over the last couple of days, and nobody is buying anything. And my son's only going to be here for a couple more days, and I have no money. Like, the bills are paid, but I have nothing left. And if just somebody would freaking buy something, I could spend another day with my son. But it always kind of seems to go like this lately. I'm moving as fast as I can here. Listing things for sale, taking bikes apart with limited tools and everything just as quickly as I can. And it's just right now I got all kinds of things for sale across different platforms, eBay, Marketplace, Craigslist, things like that. Good stuff at, the lower end of average prices, and just nobody's touching anything right now. And I was talking to my friend earlier who sells online, and he said, so far this month he's down over $1,000 on Amazon. He does Amazon, and he's made $1,000 less than nothing in January so far, because you have to pay fees and stuff. You have to pay to send your stuff there. You have to pay fees on your stuff until it sells. And he's got all this stuff in an Amazon warehouse, and it's cost him like $1,000 so far this month. So that concerns me a little bit because I've rearranged my whole life to, be selling online again. I can't really hold a job due to the fact that I'm dying of cancer, but I can sell things online at my own convenience, and I do, but just nobody's buying anything. um, so yeah, it's been a frustrating couple of days, but I hope you guys are doing well, and it is coming up on the weekend now, and I hope it's a good one. Hope everybody enjoys theirs. I'm not going to do any of the things that I normally do, like tonight or on the weekend, because I can't afford to. Somebody's got to buy something first. So we'll see if I can stir up any action this weekend, but people around here are just not spending money right now. So I heard from my son briefly today. He's at a gaming tournament, and he said what's up to Matt Stoney, I guess, and that must have been cool. So I know he's having fun. That's largely what he came here to do, actually, was that. But I should get the chance to see him again, I hope, before he goes back. But shout out to all you guys that came along with us the other day when I went walking with my son around Fremont Street, and then the bike ride. He didn't come for that, but anyway, maybe I can get together with him again. Well, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get together with him again before he goes back, but maybe I can go live with it too. Maybe I can go down and see him. We do something down there on the strip. I don't know. We'll see. We did the downtown stuff, and you can do downtown in a day, and he's all caught up. We saw all the things that he used to come downtown and see. And we ate a couple of times, and whatever. But I guess I'll have to go down on the strip, and we'll do something down there. So again, that's like a notifications thing. Make sure you have your notifications on, because I can't tell you when that's going to happen, but it's probably going to be fun. And if you guys can come and hang out, that'd be awesome. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, hey. Yeah, just for that, I guess I won't shout you out. Hey Barry, what's going on? Yeah, if you hadn't said the family thing, I would have been glad to shout you out. I think a lot of them are gonna stay behind, or go elsewhere. I don't know. There aren't a lot of places for them to go in Vegas, so they're gonna have to look around. So hey Eric, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. So yeah, we might get into something over this weekend, but it's not going to be the normal stuff. So anyway, yeah, make sure you have your notifications on, guys, because I'm gonna see my son again before he goes, and we're gonna do something cool. And if you guys want to come along, that'd be good. So I hope everybody has a good weekend ahead. Um, I'm not gonna do any of the stuff that I normally do. There's a bike ride tonight, but by the time it's over with, it's gonna be cold and whatever outside. So I might go right around the neighborhood tomorrow and do a live of that, depending on what the weather's like. Um, because I think my son's busy with stuff tomorrow, and I'm not just gonna sit and list more stuff for sale all day tomorrow. So I'll probably get out and ride around for a little bit. Hey Renee, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm having an awful Friday. I'm not trying to bum you guys out, but nothing has gone right today. So no, I haven't. Big Boys PEV. That's a story for another day. That's a stressful situation that's just pissing me off. So yeah, I'm like coming to a boiling point again. Yeah, that's too cold. That's definitely too cold. It's okay, right? I appreciate it. It's just like, yeah, it's like I'm dying again today too. All the health problems are acting up, and it's like I hate that. I was doing so well. The last month has been a lot better. Like I have been making progress, but then today it's just like it's just bad. It's just really bad. Um, I'm not gonna go to the hospital because I just don't feel like it, but I don't know that there's really much that they could do right now anyway. I can't have that procedure because I don't have health insurance. No, it's really not Big Boys PEV. I'm having a lot of trouble with a lot of things right now. In the last couple of days, I've been just like taking bikes apart, putting things for sale on eBay, putting things for sale on Craigslist and Marketplace and everything else, and nobody's buying anything. And I hurt my back taking a bike apart, which is why I'm not going to go and do the chaos ride tonight. And I'm bleeding a lot too. Ulcers again, I guess. And I was doing fine for a while, and it's just like too much. When there's too much occurring at once, stress, pressure, everything else, it's just I start dying again. But I'm trying to snap out of it. I'm trying to have a decent weekend. My son is still here. I'd like to see him again before he goes. But somebody kind of needs to buy something first. I'm like giving stuff away again. I don't know what everybody's deal is. Why isn't anybody buying anything lately? It just doesn't make any sense. And hey, Paula, that's all good. It's whatever. I'm probably, truth be told, I'm probably not going to make it long enough to die of cancer. I'm probably going to drop dead from the other thing sooner than that. And that could be, that could be in half an hour, or that could be, 20 years from now. I don't know. But it's stressing me out today. And it doesn't help that, I've spent all my money. The bills are paid. I mean, I'm thankful for that. The bills are paid, but I got nothing left. I can't even take a bus down to see my son on the strip right now. I figured it's Friday, somebody's going to come by and scoop something up today. I even got my motorcycle helmet on there because I'm not using it anymore. I don't have a motorcycle. It's like, just give me $60 for a $300 helmet, and you Can't even get that. I don't know. I'm losing my faith in everything. Well, I can't wait for that Big Boys PEV. My son's leaving in a couple of days. Somebody needs to buy something right now. And what's up, Liberty Tree? So I'm selling a couple of things right now for at least $100 less than I wanted to, just to, get it gone and still just like no action at all. Yeah, Jimmy, I didn't sell anything on eBay for like 3 or 4 months. I pulled all my inventory and then I put it up again a couple of weeks or so ago. I've sold like 9 items on eBay since I started again. I've sold since the late 1990s, 1998-ish. I've completed 190,000 sales transactions on eBay. I used to be able to not get things fast enough, and now it just sits there. I don't know. I don't think he has a channel. I don't think he posts on YouTube. He does other stuff like uh I don't know. So I'm basically sitting here trying not to stress out and or bleed to death, waiting for somebody to, waiting for one of those dings, those notifications. Hey, is this still for sale? Can I come and buy it? Yes. For F's sake, come and get it right now, please, so I can go see my son before he goes home. Well, yeah, and still, 6 inches of snow is still a decent amount of snow. And it is that time of year. It's going to get cold here, like Vegas cold. Lows in the 20s for, I don't know, 3 or 4 nights. And, high temperatures would be like low to mid 50s, I guess. So to feel all right during the day, but it's like cold for us at night, considering how hot it gets in the summertime. So I just need to get some action going on the online sales platforms that I'm using because I've got every last cent literally tied up in things to sell right now. But the rent's been paid. I have enough food to keep me alive until tomorrow. But it's like I figured, okay, it's gonna at least get grocery money and whatever else, be able to go hang out with my son money by the weekend with all the things that I have listed for sale and just like nothing, not even locally. I got a bike for sale for $100, like a nice bike that's just been serviced, and nothing. Nobody's even asked if it's available. And in a regular, or an average market, I could get $200 probably for that bike. So I don't know. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Twilight Zone today. Yeah, a foot of snow. That'll probably keep you inside for a while. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. For like a month, I've been trying to get my Uber Eats going again because, like, I had to wait until a few days after my old license expired before the new one came in the mail. And then when I uploaded it to Uber for like a month, they couldn't get it to work. They couldn't do anything with it. And I said, "Well, you want me to do it again?" And I said, "Oh, no, it'll go through. It's just like, I don't know why." Whatever. Eventually, they said it didn't go through, and I had to do it again. And that was today. And I did it again. And 7 minutes later, my account was active again. But I hurt my back. So I'm not going out and riding a bicycle and doing Uber Eats right now. But I might be able to do that, I don't know, next week. We'll see. And hey, chat. And Slow 49, if I didn't shout you out, I saw you in there. Sorry, trying not to fall behind here. Thank you. We're climbing the YouTube ladder slowly but surely. Thanks to everybody who's been a part of that. We're at 2,751 subscribers. Only 5,669 views in the last 48 hours. I've been slacking, I know, but I don't think I'm gonna get any more e-bikes. They're absolutely worthless on the used end. And like I've had a half a dozen people in the last week ask me if I would fix their hydraulic brakes for them. It's like, you're the bike guy, come on, I'll give you money or whatever. It's like, I don't have the tools, I don't have the stuff, I don't want to do it anyway because it sucks. I'll be just fine if I never work on another e-bike again for the rest of my life. I'm not saying I don't want to ride one here and there. If anyone wants to send me one to test and review, I'll still be glad to. I'll make, several videos with it and live streams and everything else. But I'm probably not going to keep them at this point. I'm tired of lugging them up and down the stairs and just all the other stupid problems. Like, they're generally reliable, but I just don't feel like ever doing a single thing to another e-bike. And all the laws are changing anyway. I mean, pretty soon you're not going to be able to ride certain kinds of them around here anymore anyway. So I know there's about to be a huge slump in e-bike sales, and a lot of companies are just not going to make it. Yeah, I don't do TikTok. I had thought of it, but I've been hearing for a couple of years now that they're going to ban TikTok. So it's like, I'm not going to establish a TikTok account if it's going to be gone anyway. And then Alabama, awesome. Been through there many times myself. I've DJ'd in Alabama and Louisiana. I did a whole like bunch of Florida DJs went up. We went to Lafayette, Louisiana, and a couple other places. Somewhere in Alabama, I can't remember now. It was a smaller club, like maybe 300 people or so in it, but that was fun. And hey, JPL Rides. So happy Friday to you too. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I'm having a stressful Friday, honestly. I mean, I've been taking bikes apart and doing stuff, listing things for sale online, like all of the last couple of days, pretty much, and like for nothing. And hold on. Well, that's true, but still, I mean, like now they can detain you basically until they find something wrong. They can impound your bike if it's not legal. Like around here, they've already, for a couple of years, they've been taking people's Surons and stuff. Um, but it's going to be to where, like, I mean, for now, basically anything over 28 miles an hour on an e-bike is fair game. The cops can take it from you. Um, but it could go down below that. It could be like pedal assist only, no throttle, or you have to have a registration for it. So I know people are going to do what they do on them anyway. And again, if any companies want to send me e-bikes, I'll test them and review them. I'll use them a lot, at least a dozen times. Um, but I'm not going to buy any anymore. Oh, sounds like good tires though. JPL rides. Yeah, they're going after the Surons and stuff now. I know. But I mean, technically, I guess California they could bust you for a class 3 e-bike now, and they're trying to, I guess, make it like that here, or at least to where you have to have a registration for it. I don't know. Hey, baby love. Yeah, I watched that stream too, baby love. I was watching that. I watched the whole thing for like an hour and 20 minutes or something. That dirt bike stream, and then all their friends joined in and stuff. That was awesome. I love stuff like that. Like the MLK weekend ride out is this weekend in South Florida. There's going to be 10,000 people on dirt bikes running from the law, and I think that's awesome. That's on my bucket list. That's one more thing I got to do before I die. Get on something two-stroke and run from the cops all day. That'd be good, clean fun. Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous what they're going after. That's funny that you and Mike were watching too, baby love. Like, I think a lot of people probably caught that yesterday. That was a good chase for a while. And they even stopped and got gas and stuff. I mean, like, that was a pretty raw chase. I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, you're right, Liberty Tree. I mean, the metro cops around here don't hassle people much, but like it seems like the marshals will give you a hard time just for the sake of giving you a hard time. But there are certainly bigger fish to fry. There are actual crimes occurring here that should have more attention paid to them. Well, if it's a more, like you're saying though, JPL rides, if it's a more regular looking bike, if it looks more like a regular bike than a Suron or something, and I mean, if when there's police around, you're riding it within the guidelines and stuff, I don't think they're gonna hassle you probably. I feel bad. Like, I mean, anyone who got a Suron for Christmas isn't gonna be able to ride it on the street a whole lot longer, probably, because they're really starting to crack down on that here. even. It's like we're tired of getting calls about these packs of kids doing wheelies all over the place through people's front yards and everything else. So, I mean, they're getting ready to shut it down. Huh. That's funny that you guys were chatting during the chase. I didn't know. They were live on Instagram too, and the one like Channel 5 did put it up on the screen for a while when they were broadcasting it still on the actual news. Yeah. I mean, they just kept getting away. I mean, as a two-wheeled guy myself, I know, like the police were only ever going to catch me on a motorcycle if I wanted them to. If I wanted to dust the cops, even in Vegas, even packed into the Las Vegas Valley, if I was on my Yamaha FC09, there's not a police force in this valley that could have caught me on a motorcycle. Um, but I mean, they had limited range on those dirt bikes. But yeah, they're stopping for gas and then still going and doing wheelies and live streaming on Instagram. That was a hell of a fun chase to watch. It really was. Yeah. I mean, they just kept getting away. They got away from the motorcycle cops. They had motorcycle cops following them for a while. And they got away from the motorcycle cops. They are mostly Liberty Tree, but they just kind of do whatever. It's the marshals that snatch people out of our group bike rides and just like arrest them randomly. You guys have seen that? Anybody who's watched those Wednesday rides, like 3 Wednesday rides in a row, the marshals were just grabbing somebody out of the group, seemingly at random, and throwing them down on the ground and arresting them on group bike rides. Yeah, there are ATVs out there. That's what the MLK ride out is going to be like in South Florida. It's dirt bikes and ATVs and stuff. Uh, just thousands of them out running from the cops all day. And it's good, clean fun. Um, it's an annual tradition at this point. And again, that's one thing I'm going to have to make it down to South Florida on something two-stroke for the MLK ride out before I die. And we're going to live stream that. You better believe it. I'm going to figure out how to get, I know at least 10 people in Central Florida that have an extra dirt bike or four-wheeler or something that I can ride. I'll figure out how to, live stream through a GoPro or something. And we'll do, maybe next year, we'll do the MLK ride out live. And of course, I'm going to get arrested after that. I'm going to need some money to get out of jail and come back to Nevada, escape back to Nevada, if I go live. But, well, maybe not. Maybe I make it out of Florida without getting arrested. They're not going to come to Nevada and get me. So I don't know. That could be fun. I want to do the ride out, though. So... Oh, hey, why, Kim? Glad you feel better now. Yes. They did stop for gas twice. That's gangster. I'm not gonna lie. When you're running from the cops and you still stop to get gas, I mean, if you're that far ahead, good for you. And they kept getting away and going and getting gas, and that was so awesome. Baby Love. I know like you and Mike saw it and whoever else watched it. It was really awesome. Really awesome. Oh, roads definitely are not safe anywhere. Seems like all hell's breaking loose between mobs of Suron kids and then, all the other traffic shenanigans on a daily basis everywhere. And almost got hit by an Uber driver again this morning when I had the crosswalk and I was going to get coffee. And then they look at me like I'm the idiot. And I point to the crosswalk. It's like, I know you're an Uber driver, but the laws still apply to you. And hey, Joe, good to see you. Yeah, marshals give no leeway at all. I know you know, baby love. I was here with my son when we were walking around on Wednesday. The showgirls that, pose for pictures with tourists and stuff. Two different marshal vehicles had these two showgirls separated and in handcuffs. And then they eventually let them go, I guess. And one of them's on the phone when we come back by a little bit later, my son and I, like explaining to her boyfriend or their boss or whatever about, yeah, we just for the last hour and a half have been getting shaken down by the marshals for no reason. And, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, Liberty Tree, and it's not going to get any better. Like not to get political, just stating facts here. Our governor, the governor of Nevada, is the former sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and our current sheriff is the former undersheriff. We have some very elite law enforcement in Las Vegas and Nevada in general, and that's currently being run by our governor, who is the former sheriff and knows all about law enforcement and what is necessary around here, and still so little is being done. And it's just like, I don't know, like with every passing year it seems to get worse and nobody's doing anything. You're going to be safe in Las Vegas. If you go downtown to the touristy areas or the strip, you're going to be safe. But there's a lot more stupid things happening around here, like elsewhere. And everybody's just kind of turning a blind eye to it. They just keep building new fancy stuff. And we'll just keep building new fancy stuff and whatever in Las Vegas, and that'll just take care of the problem somehow, but it's just making it worse. I don't know. Yeah, Big Boys PV and everybody, the marshals. I mean, I respect law enforcement. I appreciate law enforcement. We need law enforcement, but you know, like I've seen the marshals, go after some of the dumbest stuff. It's like I've said out loud as I'm watched people getting arrested. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? It's like I saw that whole thing unfold, and you're arresting this guy right now. Like, come on. Yeah, city bus is pretty good here. YChem. Well, depending on where you are. I mean, some parts of town you probably don't want to ride the bus so much. Um, but I think it's $2 each way here. I don't know. I need to put together at least enough money to take the bus down to see my son. I could walk to Las Vegas Boulevard and then, hop on the Deuce or whatever and, take it down the strip. But somebody needs to come and buy something. I'm not getting any notifications. Let me check my notifications. Oh, man. I have a lot of good things for sale right now. A lot of good things for sale on several. Thank you, Why Kim. I have a lot of good things for sale right now on multiple online platforms, and nobody's touching any of it, and that concerns me a lot. Oh, and Bob Euchre, right? As all these people that you don't think of being that old, Joe and Paula, and it's people we've lost in the last couple of days, like Mr. Baseball, Bob Euchre. He can't be 90 years old. How the hell is he 90 years old? But I guess he was, and he's, God rest his soul. But whatever, it's a shame. Uh-oh. Wow, that's crazy, Jimmy, and I'm sorry to hear that. But I was at 7-Eleven the other day, similar to your story here, like not as extreme, but excuse me, sorry. Um, some guy came in waving a knife or something in the 7-Eleven here that I go to get coffee and was like threatening customers and stuff. And like the guy in 7-Eleven is on the phone with 911. The 911 operator can hear the guy in the background, and nobody came. No officers, not marshals, not Metro, not anything, came to 7-Eleven for that call with a knife wielding man who was threatening customers inside of 7-Eleven. That's pretty serious if you ask me. The cops didn't even show up. And they're supposed to, by law, they have to respond. They have to show up to every 911 call. That was a 911 call with an armed potential assailant inside of 7-Eleven, and they did not show up. We're screwed. I mean, life as we knew it is gone. It'll never be again. Let's see. Segway's coming out with some new scooters. Wow. I like Segway scooters. I'm not sure that they're worth the money necessarily anymore compared to like High Boys and stuff. But I don't have any problems with Segway scooters at all. Hey Shane, what's going on, buddy? I've talked to some law enforcement officers who are veterans, and I appreciate their service. Anyone who's in the chat, of course, right now. Barry, if you're still here, anyone else, um, thank you for your service, of course. And any law enforcement officers that are former, armed services. Um, but, I don't know why. Like I live in a bad neighborhood, of course, but why? Like I'm still a taxpayer. Um, I'm still a citizen. Why won't you come to the 7-Eleven when somebody's waving a knife around and threatening customers? No, Liberty Tree, I know what you're saying. Like the school thing. There's kind of like that when I was in LA County public schools. There's like the occasional gang fight, and there needed to be extra law enforcement and stuff. They eventually got it under control, but like somebody has to want to get it under control first. Somebody has to send out the resources. Somebody has to start, arresting juveniles if it's necessary. Lock them up for a few days. Be like, hey, is this what you want? Is this the kind of life you want to live? And Sheena Blue, hello. And everybody that's here. No, no, I'm not gonna like the scooter's the emergency backup. The last remaining scooter Is the emergency backup if I'm ever in a situation like I am now, or I might have to ride it to, I don't know. I'm trying to use only bicycles right now, but the Ed and Judy scooter, yeah. So I'm not going to get rid of that. I only have like bicycles and other stuff. I have my motorcycle helmet for sale, a handful of other things, bike parts. Uh, D&D campaign at your brother's house, Shane. I know it's going to be a lot warmer at your brother's house than it's going to be during the Chaos Ride. I'm going to miss the Chaos Ride tonight. I hurt my back working on bikes, and I'm just tired, and I don't feel like being cold tonight, so I'm not going to go. But I know I saw. I'm sure you saw the group chat earlier. I know Rod and Christian are going to go. I guess Chris is probably isn't going tonight. Uh, well, you would think Big Boys PV, and they've said that about here too. They've said that about Vegas, but then it's like, why do I see officers just sitting in cars, watching TikTok videos all the time around here, not doing anything? That time when there should have been uh, a unit coming to check out that 7-Eleven. Somebody else was saying there were two of them parked right down the street, like a block away around the corner, not doing anything, not answering calls, not doing anything. So the problem is some of them are just sitting there collecting paychecks. I've seen it with my own eyes all too many times around here, and it's really kind of starting to piss me off. I got hit by a car on a scooter in the bike lane, had a bruise on my kidney area for like 2 months. Went to a couple of cops that were sitting in a metro unit, said I just got hit by a car, and the guy's like, well, what do you want us to do about it? It's like, I don't know, something, but maybe like, maybe go out and try to find him. I can describe the car. She was on her phone. California license plate, black Toyota Corolla. And hey, through my eyes, happy Friday to you. So there are a lot of good cops in Las Vegas. There are a lot of good cops everywhere. But there are a lot of ding-dongs around here too that are just sitting in cars watching TikTok videos collecting paychecks. Well, maniac crackheads are going into 7-Eleven with knives and threatening customers. So I'll always have the utmost respect for honest, hardworking law enforcement officers. But the goobers that are just sitting there wasting my tax dollars should find another job. Hey, Laney Grace. So I appreciate everybody who's taken the time to come through the stream tonight and hang out and chat. Moderators, chatters, lurkers. You are all a part of this team, and I wouldn't do it without you. That's good, through my eyes. Be good to meet up with you at some point if you're available to. That's cool. It's a good place for it. So, but yeah, it's great to get to spend some time with you guys tonight. And I'm sorry, like I'm too tired now anyway, even if my back didn't hurt and I didn't have ulcers giving me problems. I don't know. I'd still just be too tired, I think, for the chaos ride tonight. I've been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I haven't been sleeping well lately. Like when the colitis flares up and the ulcers are getting bad, like it hurts a lot and it keeps me up at night. And I'd been doing fine for like most of the last month, and then just like the last couple of days, it's been really bad and it really kind of wears me out too. But I've been trying not to think about it, trying to stay busy. I've been taking bikes apart, pile of bike shit over there. A Cannondale that I was thinking about doing something with, a mid 90s Cannondale mountain bike, M300LE, USA made, aluminum frame, and Tangy chromoly fork. Um, I'm gonna sell it as a like a partial project. It's actually for sale right now. I had to take a bunch of stuff off of it. A couple of things I'm gonna use for other bikes, and a couple of parts I'm gonna sell separately, like the front wheel on that is the thumbnail, and this live stream, the Matrix Swami 26-inch aluminum early 90s mountain bike wheel, vintage and excellent condition, available for a limited time. Come and get it, only $50 or best offer. Only the front one. So yeah, that's been my day pretty much. That's good, Liberty Tree, and I believe that you would be a good asset to any police force, honestly. I think a lot of people would. I would encourage anyone to get into law enforcement that's seriously thinking about it, but only those who would take it seriously. And I know you would, Liberty Tree, and that's what we need more of. We need more law enforcement officers who take their job seriously and are honest and have a good work ethic. Which team out of the Rams or Eagles? Well, I grew up with the Raiders and Rams in Los Angeles when I was a kid. Um, and now of course they're back. I don't know. Like I like them both, honestly. I wouldn't care who won, between them so much. I don't know. So I'm kind of like I enjoy sports very much. I played sports when I was a kid. I was more like action sports, BMX and skateboarding and stuff, but I did play basketball, baseball, football. And I enjoy watching it too, but lately it's just like the last couple of years especially, it's like so commercial. Um And even during gameplay, companies are trying to sell me things that I don't want or need, and I'm just trying to watch a stinking game. And it's like I can't watch sports anymore because I'm just so tired of being an effing consumer. It's like lay off. I just want to watch football, you know? Well, whatever team I hope you whatever team you hope wins, I hope they do. Or I know not everybody can win, but I don't know. Good night to you, Kim, and thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. Appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you next time. But have a wonderful weekend. Anybody that has to tune out for tonight, I know how it goes. I know you can't just sit here and hang out all the time. People have lives and jobs and families and things to do. So, but to anyone who's able to pop in and spend a little time tonight, I appreciate you. And it's always nice to see you. So, I'm trying not to think about how stressed out I am about everything right now. And it helps to get to spend some time with you guys, and I appreciate you for that. But somebody really needs to buy something. And I really, like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't see my son again before Sunday anyway. I know, like, today, tomorrow, and the next day he's got that video game thing, but he said he's not necessarily going to do every day. And then I think Monday might be his last whole day here. So I got to see him before then. So somebody, like, if I can sell something, if somebody comes and buys something, like any of these bikes that I have for sale, bike frames, bike parts, any of the things that I've listed, well, the eBay stuff, I wouldn't get the money in time. So hopefully somebody locally comes and buys. I'm going to put a couple more bikes up for sale, I guess, tomorrow. And that still leaves me a couple. So, what's up? I don't know. I had some frozen thing earlier. So yeah, anybody who's doing the chaos ride tonight, I guess, like, I don't know, Shane, if you're still here, sounds like you have a warmer option instead. I do too. I'm going to be staring at my eyelids instead of freezing to death on a bicycle at 2:30 in the morning. Nothing against. I mean, I love the Chaos Ride and the Extra Credit group. They're just awesome people. I just don't have it in me right now. I hurt my back taking bikes apart earlier, and I'm gonna sleep tonight. But anyone that is going on the ride tonight who might be still tuning in or comes across this stream before then, hope it's a fun one, a good one. So still getting, let me check my notifications again. Yeah, nobody's even asking if stuff is available right now on like Marketplace and Craigslist and stuff. Oh well. I mean, tomorrow's another day. I shouldn't say that. Every time I used to say that, like the next day would be worse. But tomorrow will come, and it will be the weekend, and hopefully people will be in the mood to buy bicycles. I got lots, and I want to get more. There's a whole bunch more. I'd love to fill up like a U-Haul van full of bikes. There's at least that many more that I would love to go get right now. But I got to get rid of some of these that I already got first. Not yet. That would really help a lot, though. Liberty Tree. Hell, if I got a notification for $20, that would really help a lot. Like, if, like, whatever, PayPal or something is like, you got $20 in your account from whatever, or, somebody bought something online, or money cleared that I forgot about, or something, that would be awesome. If that happens, I can at least, get on a bus and go to McDonald's with my son or something before he goes back to Florida. But it'd be great if somebody would just buy some of my crap. And I know, like, the problem is, like, I need the money. Like, when I don't need the money, when I have things for sale and I want to go maybe do something and I got a bunch of stuff listed for sale online, that's when I'll get like 20 messages about it. Hey, I want this. Can I come and buy this today? It's like, well, I'm kind of on my way to, oh, come on, I got cash. I'll buy it now. So like when I don't need it or I've got something else to do, they all want to buy my stuff. But when I'm sitting here, just like, come on, somebody just freaking come and buy something, please. They won't. So, yeah, it'd be great to get that notification for the $1 million, though, or even $20, or any dollars for that matter would be. If I get a notification you got $1, be like, that's awesome. That's better than it was before. I did pay another week's rent. I did go and get groceries today. And I thought I had a little bit of money left, but something came out. So now I'm like, seriously, somebody needs to buy something, or like I only got enough food to last me another day or two. I don't know. But the weekend, I mean, hopefully, we're getting cold weather though, which is going to make it harder to sell bikes. Nobody wants to go out and ride bikes around here when it's cold. Um, so I don't know. I'm gonna put a couple of the bikes on eBay though, like the Le Mans. Like that needs a wider audience. It's unlikely that I could, find in time the right buyer for it around here. I'm not above, breaking it down, putting it in a box, and shipping it to somebody. I mean, like that's the one that I really shouldn't, uh, get dinged on, because it's a very rare bike, the 2003 Le Mans Zurich Pro Team. The only year and spec in which it came with the components that it's got on it. And it's the last year of the Reynolds 853 steel tubing frames, complete steel tubing. The 2004 was the first year of the one that had the carbon top tube, and people really didn't like it. So I'm going to put that one on eBay, I think, and see if I can attract the right buyer. But that's going to be a process. That's something I can't get the money on right away. But when I sell that bike, I could go out and buy like a U-Haul van full of bikes with all that money from that bike. I don't know if I even could see him tomorrow, Big Boys PEV. I mean, really, if I could sell that rim that's in the picture, the thumbnail on this live stream, just that one thing, I'd take $30 for it. That's my low number. If I had $30, I could go down to the strip and at least, go to McDonald's or something with my son. We could walk around. I mean, there's enough free things to do. We like to walk around and see and do and whatever. But yeah, so I really only need to sell because I've got a little bit of food and I paid the rent. So now I just need like $30 to go hang out with my son one more time before he takes off. I'm gonna have to have him back. Like as things get better for me, I'll have to have him back. I want to go see him too. Of course, I got to go see my dad as well. Um, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, crazy grandma. Hello, hello. So yeah, if somebody just buys like $30 worth of crap, I'll be fine for at least a couple of days. So help me will that into fruition, guys. Think happy thoughts about people coming to buy my stuff from Facebook and Craigslist and eBay. I will offer local pickup for eBay stuff too, if it's like bike parts. So I appreciate the thought, Liberty Tree. It's all right. I mean, I'll figure it out somehow. Well, I shouldn't say crap, really, crazy grandma. It's good stuff. I got good bikes, bike parts, lots of other stuff, motorcycle stuff, my helmet. Um, well, it's mighty kind of you, Big Boys PV. But, don't ever feel it necessary. Anytime anyone wants to throw a couple bucks at the channel, it certainly doesn't hurt, but don't ever feel obligated. And let's see if we can get somebody to come and buy something. I will try to get a hold of my son tomorrow morning and just see what his schedule is. He texted me today from the video game thing that he's at. And I don't want to bother him. He is kind of here, sort of for that and other things too. Uh-oh. Is that a Cash App notification? Ah. Big Boys PV, I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. You didn't need to do that, but it's very helpful, and I really do appreciate that. Um, all I really need to do is just, hop on the bus, like the Deuce or something, down Las Vegas Boulevard to where my son is staying. That's a couple bucks each way, and or something. Is it $4 now on the strip? I don't know. It's cheap enough, and then just more or less walk around and hang out with him, do whatever he wants to do. That doesn't cost money. We used to do that all the time, my son and I, even though, and I appreciate that, Big Boys PV. Thank you so much. I did get the notification. That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to do that, but I do really appreciate it. And I think my son will too. Um, it's been 5.5 years since I've seen him because of COVID and things going on in his life, things going on in my life, the 2,300 and some odd miles between us. He's a young man now, has work and school and whatever else. So unfortunately, it took 5.5 years to see the kid, and it's not going to be that long before I see him again. I don't even know if I have 5.5 years, but thank you, baby love. A lot of people say that, and will see us walking together and be like, "Oh, you're unmistakably father and son." That drives his mom crazy. So he looks like his dad. No, he doesn't. But I just like he's the most awesome, good-natured kid. I mean, he's a man now. He's 23 years old. He's got his grown-up life going, and good for him. And that's still weird, Like I see him coming across the street. It was the casino center or something, and I don't know. We'll see. Liberty Tree. It's I'm at the mercy of cancer and colitis, and that's Like I feel pretty good most of the time. I feel like I got a lot of time left, but 100 might be a little optimistic. He's a really smart kid. He's a lot smarter than I am. His mom too, and that ought to piss her off. She's a rocket scientist. She's a high-level NASA engineer, like a master engineer. Um, but her son is a lot smarter than she is. But he's just he's a really good-natured kid. He always has been. It's like he was born grown up. Even when he was a little baby, he would still just chill and be good and just kind of, understood his surroundings and how to act and behave. I don't know. It was incredible. Like he was born a tiny adult. But thanks again, Big Boys PEV. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree. Baby love. My life only matters at all because of that kid. It's been all for him since I knew he was going to be. I'm the one who told his mom that she was pregnant. I told her, like, it was like 11:30 at night and we had to go to the Walgreens in Cocoa Beach to get a pregnancy test. I was like, "You're pregnant." We lived together. We had been living together for a little while at this point. We had been together for, a good bit at this point. It was a serious relationship, you might say. And, oh, I'm sorry, Liberty Tree. I'm doing it to me too. But, like, yeah, I told his mother that she was pregnant. I said, "I know it." It's like, "We're going to have a son. I can see him. And you're pregnant." She's like, "No way." I said, "I guarantee you." It's like 11:30 at night. The only place that was open was a Walgreens in Cocoa Beach. We lived in Merritt Island at the time. And we drove out in the middle of the night to Walgreens to get a pregnancy test. And sure enough, I was like, "See, told you." She's like, "How did you know that?" It's like, I can feel him. Like, he's there. I know it. Let's see. Still nobody trying to, still nobody trying to buy my stuff. It's getting a little discouraging. I have a lot of great stuff right now, and it's priced right. And why in the hell isn't anybody buying it? Whatever. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm all dirty. I've been wrenching on bikes. I did wash my hands and stuff. I'm going to go soak in the tub after this because my back is hurting. I pulled a muscle or something. I'm just at that age, where I have to be careful and not, overexert myself the way I would have when I was young because I'm not young anymore. They do, crazy grandma. They do want to get good stuff for nothing, but I'll sell it to them for almost nothing. I'll let a couple of things go for almost nothing. But I've been doing this a long time. I've been buying and selling as my primary source of income since the late 90s. And just lately, like the last couple of months, it's been really bad. Even around Christmas time, I had some, retailable Christmas items that did a lot less good this year. Just a couple of little things, but got little or no action on these things at all compared to, the year before that. Uh, I would do a lot better. I don't know, but I do. If you missed it earlier, I did finally today, after like a month of trying, the Uber Eats thing went through, so I have an active Uber Eats account again. Um, but I'm not taking any deliveries right now because it's cold and my back hurts. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. If nobody buys anything, if my son's going to be at the video game thing all day, I might try to take a delivery tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to see what my son wants to do, though. I mean, this is his trip. He's a grown man now. He's got it all planned out. He's with his mother, who has never been here before. His mo- his mom's never been to Las Vegas. I can't believe that. I can't believe I have a child with someone who's never been to Las Vegas until now. But I hear she's having a really good time, so good for her. And they're enjoying times together. She makes lots of money, like lots of money, and he's got lots of money too. So like the two of them can afford to do whatever they want. Obviously, I'm not in much of a position to do much of anything for my son right now, but he's okay with just hanging out and getting something cheap to eat. So that's good. Oh, the casinos haven't been going in your favor, Shane. I know you were on a roll there for a while. I mean, you were making more money playing Keno than a lot of people were making at their jobs. Uh, it's like steadily, and every time I see you out, made $800 or $900 on Keno yesterday and whatever else. But yeah, I haven't heard anybody talk of wins lately, really. Ah, thanks, baby love. And it's like me too. I'm glad that they're, like he's very close with his mom, my son, and like he and I have also always been very close. Um, but he grew up in her house and lived with her and everything. Uh, So it's nice, like this is his second home. Las Vegas is my son's second home from all the times that he's come to visit me, all the weeks and months that he's spent here at a time. So it's like his second home, and he's having a lot of fun showing his mom around now, like as a local. She's a first time visitor, and he's basically a local. So it's got to be a lot of fun for him, I guess. But that is a possibility. Big boys PEV. But I tell you what, the S2R Plus just doesn't have the range. It's a great little around town scooter, but it's just not the delivery scooter that I thought it was going to be. If you recall, I was going to get an extra battery for it and maybe go down to the strip and use it there, but it's just it's a very good scooter, but it's just not a long range scooter at all. But I could go out and do one or two on that. But I could do one or two on a bike too, I think. Pedaling. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, but I'm happy to have the option of Uber Eats again after all this time, after all the nonsense. And if you guys remember the live streams and stuff, it's like, why the hell can't they work this out? Well, they finally did today after all this time. So I'll try to get you some delivery content at some point. Like for those of you that used to enjoy that, I've never done, I've never filmed bicycle delivery before. That'll be a new experience. I think the Schwinn would be good for that. The Big Boys PEV mobile. Actually, thanks again, buddy, for taking the brunt of that hit. Um, if you missed the story, guys, Big Boys PEV a while back sent me $60 for a vintage Schwinn that I was going to buy, but it turned out to not be very good. So I bought a different vintage Schwinn, a lot less vintage, but it's become my daily rider. And I actually took that around the neighborhood today and got groceries and everything. That's my grocery bike now. And it's awesome and I love it. And that'll probably be good for deliveries, I'm thinking. So maybe we try that as soon as tomorrow. It is too cold, Rick. And but thank you for being here and thank you for understanding. And everybody who understands that I just like it's been a long, rough day, and I pulled a muscle in my back, and I'm just worn out, so I'm gonna sleep tonight instead of going on the chaos ride. And shout out to anybody who's going on the ride, and I'm sure it'd be good fun. I'm sure I'd have a really good time if I went, but I'm also sure that I wouldn't get home until like 2:30 in the morning or so, and I'm just not up for that tonight. After the day I've had, I got a lot of things done though. I got a couple of bikes taken apart and worked on, and things listed for sale, and a bunch of other stuff. I need to buy some bike tools. Like I can't take bottom brackets apart. I don't have the tools for it, and I still need a pedal wrench just to break loose one of the pedals, the clip-on pedals on the Le Monde. I might still put flats on that. I got a set of flat pedals for it, but I can't get one of them loose on the original. That bike has the original Shimano Ultegra group set and cranks, and I think it was the original clip-in pedals as well, and one of them is not going to come loose with a 6-inch long 15 millimeter wrench. Huh? Oh, what happened? What happened to Conrad? I don't know. Ah, thanks, Big Boys PV. I ought to be alright by tomorrow. Like, I had been, if you missed it earlier, I'm not trying to gross anyone out or make anyone feel bad or weird or anything. For those of you that don't know, I have ulcerative colitis and colon cancer, and the colitis is much worse. And I have ulcers that sometimes bleed, and that's happening right now. But I'd been doing fine for about a month. It's only been like one other day when I had noticed blood. Today it's a lot. Like today, I'm kind of surprised I'm not dead, but I've had days like this before, and then, hopefully tomorrow it'll be a lot better. But that's another reason why I'm kind of taking it easy today. Oh, what? Oh my God. What did, when did this happen and how did I miss that, Shane? Was that in the Wednesday chat? Yeah, I was wondering why we hadn't seen him in a little while. I saw him in the chat, recently on Wednesday, I guess, but I didn't know. I really didn't know. Huh. I had no idea. I didn't see, I didn't see anything about that or hear anything about that. I figured he's probably just working or something. But I hope he's all right. I feel bad. I didn't know. I was talking to him like regular in the Wednesday ride chat. Like I had no idea. So, Conrad, sorry, buddy. I didn't know. If on the off chance that you're watching or catch it later. Huh. Oh. Yeah, I don't get to read so much of that while I'm riding, Shane, but I feel bad for the guy. Conrad. Conrad's such an awesome guy, if you don't know. Guys, coolest, nicest guy. Absolutely one of us. Comes out and does the rides. Has an awesome bike. Had an awesome bike, I guess. I hope he's all right. I mean, I hope he's. I don't know. I hope everything's going to get taken care of as best as is possible. But I mean, he's a bro. He's one of us. He's part of the crew. And I didn't know. I just thought, like I know he's got to work and stuff. I figured maybe he's just working on Wednesdays now. That's why we didn't see him. They stole his bike too? Oh my God. Ugh. That's terrible. I mean, he's such a nice guy, such a decent guy, and that's such a horrible thing to have happen to anybody, but especially someone like Conrad. That breaks my heart. That really breaks my heart. I mean, I had no idea. But either way, stolen or totaled, that sucks. Well, I hope they find the people that did it, because that's getting to be a big problem around here. I mean, I gotta have eyes all around just to stay alive going 10 miles an hour on a bicycle. And I know Conrad's bike is fast. I see him going 40 miles an hour everywhere on that thing. So I worry about him, of course. I know he's always got his safety gear on and he's wearing his helmet and stuff, but still, that'll only go so far. But yeah, shout out to Conrad. That sucks, but I mean, that's the kind of thing we talk about, almost happening all the time. All these crazy drivers around here not paying attention, not respecting the bike lane, not giving a crap about the lives of others, basically, is what it boils down to. I mean, if you're in a 3 or 4 or 5,000 pound machine and I'm on an e-bike or a bicycle or a skateboard or whatever, what chance do you think I stand? And that's one of the first things my dad said to me when I started driving. He's like, "Don't ever forget that you're behind the wheel of a deadly weapon." And he's right. Huh. So, I don't know. I'm getting hungry again. I ate a frozen dinner thing that I got at the store earlier, and it's like one of the bigger ones too. The extra portion ones, and I don't know. I can still eat a lot when I'm bleeding. I still get hungry when the ulcers are bleeding, and I don't know if it's better or worse for them or if it makes any difference at all, really. But I am still every bit as hungry. But I got snacks and stuff that I can eat. I'm not going to have another meal. I'm not necessarily that hungry. But I can have a couple of snacks and I'll be all right. I still got to soak in the tub. I haven't showered today. I showered like late yesterday because I was working on bikes and doing stuff and getting dirty. Hey, Twice, what's going on? Good to see you, and Amy. Hello, dropping by to say hi. Hello to you, Amy. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and it's always wonderful to see you. And Twice, hello. I'm doing okay. Thank you. I'm doing better now that I've gotten to spend a little time with all of you guys. I'm a lot less stressed out than I was. I'll be doing great when people buy more of my stuff that I have listed for sale right now, or some of it anyway. But, it's all good. Oh yeah, big boys PEV. They don't. It's true. Like you can see the entitlement on their faces really behind the wheel and just like if I get in their way, it's it's my problem. But yeah, I mean, as a longtime two-wheeled guy myself, and I know you know this, um, big boys PEV. Uh, but let's see. Uh, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I just got another notification, and it's just telling me that it's 53 degrees outside or whatever. So, okay. Twice. I like Lincoln Park. I don't mind Taylor Swift either. We share a birthday, actually. Taylor Swift and I. I'm quite a bit older than she is, but still. Oh, a nice long run with the dog. That's an awesome thing to do. You know, going out and being active with the dog is a wonderful activity. So I hope it's warmer. I hope it's a little bit warmer than they're expecting it to be this weekend for a couple of reasons. Well, tomorrow especially. I'm going to see if I can hang out with my son tomorrow if he's available. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be more like Sunday or Monday. Um, but if it can be warm enough that someone might consider riding a bike tomorrow around here, someone might consider buying a bike from me, and that would help a lot. Yep. I've been I've been to two tapings of the old Mickey Mouse Club. Actually, Paula, or not Paula, twice. Sorry. I was looking at Paula's name when it was twice that did that comment. Not when any of them were on it before that, actually. But yeah, I've been in the audience of the Mickey Mouse Club twice. So let's see, what time is it? It's only 7 o'clock. Well, I was gonna go soak in the tub for a while. I will still. This one, like, this is a tiny, crappy little apartment, but it does have a tub. So I can soak if I want to, like, rest my back and let it just kind of unknot itself, hopefully, in a nice warm bath. I can do that. I don't have to necessarily take a shower. I've lived in places where the only option is to take a shower, which is fine. But sometimes when I'm sore from overdoing it, I just want to soak. Let's see. Yeah, still no hits on the Facebook or Craigslist ads. And I gotta say, I'm a little concerned. I figured, you get at least a handful of Yahoos that ask you if it's still available, and then won't send you any messages after that. You know the ones I'm talking about. I'm not even getting any of those. Have I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I used to watch the original cartoon back in the day when I was still in elementary school, and I'm 48 years old now. So, yes. Yes, I have actually watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I saw the original, like, live action movie when it came out, too, in the theater. I used to play the video game a lot, too. And have I listened to Eminem songs? Yes, of course. I've listened to every Eminem song, I guess, at some point or another. Well, the older ones, anyway. So, let's see. I was gonna. Uh-oh. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Amy. Twice is one of us, actually. Twice used to be Blackpink Blink. Is that who I'm thinking of? I know who you are. Twice, but no, they're okay, Amy. They're not really spamming. Like they've been around a long time. But thanks moderators for moderating, and that's the reason you have a wrench. If you think that there's a need to use it, then that's it at your discretion. But twice is okay. That's the group chat and the group text. Let's see. I'll update you guys. Somebody was telling Rod that they're staying in tonight because, like homework and cold. It's okay, Amy. It happens. Let's see if I can do anything here. I guess I can't. It won't let me. Okay, twice if you're still watching. No, I know they can come off that way, but like, it's okay. Um, but judgment call. It's it's all good. But thank you, Amy, for doing what you do, and I appreciate you. And twice, if you're still here, it was a mistake, and next time you'll be able to comment again. I'm trying to bring you back, but it won't let me. It's not letting me like restore you during the stream, so I'm sorry if you're watching, but they do maybe, and we had some up front. We had some in the beginning, Mike. You recall you were here. You were the first one here. We had some non-regulars spamming. Um, but yeah, You know, twice if you're still watching, it was a mistake, and you can join us again and chat next time. So, but again, if you have a wrench, guys, use your discretion, because there are some spammers, and there are, people who just come in and make ridiculous comments and stuff. And um, but yeah, if they're not getting too out of hand, if they're not crossing any lines, really, then it's okay. So, but yeah, it does seem, you're right about that, Mike. It does seem like we get some more of the yahoos during vertical streams. I've noticed that a couple of times during the bike rides. It's certainly non-regulars, like not you guys, that come through a lot. Yeah. But there are a lot of people that'll come into the stream, especially when we've done, like the vertical streams, and we'll just start off with something stupid and or disrespectful. And if you guys see that, if you got a wrench, by all means, shut it down. But hey, no, you're doing great, Amy, and everybody. Like, again, it's like, if I gave you a wrench, I trust your judgment. So, but again, twice, sorry, I'll get you going. Or we'll, next time we'll make sure nobody, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. So, I think I can sort of answer that question that you're asking, Mike. Chat is the vertical streams go before the vertical streams always get tons more views than the horizontal streams. But that's because they put them in people's shorts feed. A lot of people only watch YouTube for shorts, and if I'm doing a vertical stream, it'll likely show up, or could show up, in somebody's shorts feed, which is why these, get more views. Um, but it also attracts like the shorts type element, and like the TikTok viewers and stuff, which are like, that's another reason I didn't do a YouTube or a TikTok account, is I've seen, some of the things that people have said on there, and it's like, that's where all the turds hang out, obviously, is TikTok. uh so I don't know. Hey, House, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, TGIF indeed. It's a chilly one, but still Friday. Thank you, Mike. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button. Thanks to everybody who's passed through the stream tonight. Let's see how many so far. 292, which is, I guess, probably about average for just sitting here and staring at laser patterns. So, thanks again, Big Boys PEV, if you're in here. Thanks again for the Cash App. I appreciate that. I can hop on the deuce and go see my son again. Oh, yeah, that's I've heard that, House. The weekend doesn't start until you hit the like button. So thanks to everyone who did, so we can officially start the weekend. So hope everybody has a great weekend. I got to get a hold of my son in the morning before he goes to his video game thing. Be like, hey man, when are we getting together again before you go back? Because we live 2,300 and some odd miles apart. So can't wait to get him back out here though when things are a little better and like I can spend more time with him. I told him that too. We talked about it. It's like, hey, we'll have to do another time, even if you only come out for 3 or 4 days or whatever, and just hang out and have fun and catch up, spend the time. I don't know. And I got to go over that way and see him too, and my dad. So that should be coming in the coming year. I would imagine this year. At some point, I have to get down there. I want to. I know we've talked about this before. Like after the Santa Monica ride, the bike ride from downtown Las Vegas to Santa Monica. Um, I'm still thinking about. I really want to get a vehicle that I could also sleep in at times if it ever becomes necessary. And when it gets too hot here to ride bikes, and it will for about 3 months, June, July, and August typically in Las Vegas, you really can't go out in the daytime and ride bikes the way we do now, um, or you'll get heat stroke and pretty much die. Uh, so I want to just kind of go abroad for some of those months, at least some of that time, at least during that time, it might be nice to go down and visit my dad and my son. Do some bike riding in Florida. Take a bike, of course. Um, make some videos. Hang out for a little while. Go other places too, where it's not going to be 120 degrees like it was this summer and past summer in Las Vegas. So yeah, I'd like to get in a vehicle that could also be, a shelter when needed, and, travel and go places where I can still ride bikes. I don't want to stop. Remember last summer here, sitting here, we'd sit here and stare at the laser or whatever because it's too hot to go outside and do anything. It's too hot to go walk around at, 10 o'clock at night. Um, So I just don't feel like doing that again this summer. I want to go places where it's not deadly in the summertime. Not as much so anyway. I don't know. So most places, most parts of this country especially look forward to the summer. Oh, it's going to be warm and nice and outdoor weather and everything else. Summer is when everybody hibernates around here. Locals hide in the dark with the AC on full blast. So I want to go somewhere this summer where that's not the case because I want to stay active. I want to keep riding. I want to not be cooped up in this toilet for 3 months. So we'll see how it goes. San Francisco has beautiful weather in the summertime, not gonna lie. Good call, Laney Grace. Can I come stay with you for a while? But yeah, San Francisco is the kind of place that has a very, mild climate in the summertime. Okay, well, let's do it for sure, Laney Grace. If I can get a vehicle that's large enough that I can sleep in and carry a bicycle and some of my things, like a minivan or something, or an SUV or something, then I agree, Laney Grace. I absolutely agree. I love San Francisco. I think it's a little more run down than it ought to be right now. A lot of it, but there's still like so much of it is still just one of the most beautiful cities that I've ever been to in my life, and it's just like the whole layout with, the hills and everything right by the bay, and Alcatraz, and I don't know, super cool. I do like San Francisco. I don't think I could ever live there, but I do enjoy going there. I've DJ'd in San Francisco a bunch of times, actually. Well, a handful of times. But it would be good for video. Yeah, good call, Amy. Yeah, going anywhere but Vegas in the summertime is probably a good idea. I don't know why so many people love to come here in the summertime and just nearly get hospitalized, or sometimes even getting hospitalized for heat-related illness. This place is so beautiful. Like in the spring and fall, I can't think of anywhere that's got better weather usually than Vegas. But everybody's like, summertime, Vegas, gotta go when you're almost certainly gonna die from the extreme heat. Yeah, the pier and the bridge, the Golden Gate and the Bay Bridge. Um, yeah, I really do enjoy San Francisco. I couldn't afford to live there even if I ever wanted to, but I wouldn't live there anyway. It's a wonderful place to visit. I know a lot of people say that about Las Vegas. Like, it's a fun place to visit, but you would never want to live there. But it's kind of how I personally feel about San Francisco. I love visiting San Francisco, um, but I also love not staying there. I don't know. Like, I love San Francisco in moderation. It's one of my favorite places, actually. But I wouldn't be there all the time. Oh, wow. Huh. That's cool, Amy. And I know there's lots of that sort of thing in San Francisco. Very cultured and artsy. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's very cool, Amy. Still no notifications about anybody that wants to buy anything. And that's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm struggling to process that myself right now. So how can I have so many good things for sale at, low prices, and nobody's even asking me about them? But it's just, today. It's the end of the week. Um, I've noticed people are being a little more cautious with their money lately, it seems. Uh, so I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we get some action, but I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of my son in the morning and nail down some plans with him. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a perfect city, but it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, San Francisco is an absolutely one of a kind place, and tons of culture, but it is obscenely expensive to live there. Like, just unreasonably expensive. Um, but a lot of people would tell you it's worth it. I wouldn't do it. Even if I had the money, I don't think I would live there. I just couldn't justify it. But I do love to visit. Oh, Modesto, cool. Another beautiful area. I mean, I am a California native myself. Uh, and there are I haven't found many parts of California that I don't like. I mean, it's really just, it's a beautiful state. I mean, geographically, the weather is awesome usually. I mean, there are exceptions, of course, and, thoughts and prayers for all the people involved in the fires. 100-mile-an-hour winds out of nowhere. I mean, I remember Santa Ana winds, but never like that. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I love California. I don't know if I could live there anymore, like permanently, even where I used to live. But the weather's awesome, and it's beautiful. Oh wow. Well, that's a lucky break, I guess, Amy. And I'm sorry to hear that it's slow. I mean, it seems like everything's just kind of slowing down now. Everything's sort of hit a wall. Everybody that I know that's not like excessively rich is kind of struggling a little more than they might right now. Or might normally right now. Uh, well, I don't know. People say that about a lot of cities, I guess, Amy. I don't know. I'm not overly familiar with Modesto, but I do know of it. I don't have any problems with it. Yeah, I mean, California is basically like its own country with all the different stuff you got there. I mean, a lot of changes. Well, Texas is like that too. Like if you're driving across Texas, it starts kind of, like tropical, more like Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, and then it's desert by the time you get to the west end and you go through all the changes along the way. And I think that's cool. California is kind of the same way, but like going up and down, north and south instead of east and west. But it's huge and a lot of beautiful things to see there. Yeah, that's terrible, Amy. I mean, that's after all, that's what insurance is for. And but that's like it happened in Florida. Like nobody wants to insure homes in Florida anymore because of hurricanes and stuff. So, but insurance companies need to remember that that's what they do. People pay into it and they might have to get that money back out one day. Yeah. Huh. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Amy. Yeah. I thought so. Um, so no, that's cool though. And yeah, this fire I think was just more than anyone thought could ever possibly happen. So I know a lot of people will be making plans to go elsewhere. Not as many people are coming here, I think, as they thought. They thought, it'd just be the natural move. Everybody who's not going to rebuild or doesn't want to stay in Southern California is just going to come here. But I think they're finding a lot of other places to go instead. Yeah, cows are good. I like cows. Cows are really just kind of like big dogs. Um, they're really funny, actually. No, that's true. I mean, you really can't, like, I guess, like, certain condo owners and people on the coastline in Florida and stuff can't even get companies to write policies anymore. And I'm afraid that might be the case in California now. Insurance companies are just going to be like, we don't want to take the risk. So, yeah, House, I like cows too. They're like big goofy dogs, really. I mean, they have personalities and they listen and you can train them and Amy, yeah. Oh wow, that's cool. I guess there would be a lot of dairy farms out that way. That part of California. No, that's true, Amy. I mean, that's the thing. If you have a more California specific job, then you're probably going to stay there or go somewhere where they have those kinds of jobs. Um, and this wouldn't be the place. Oh, State Farm? That doesn't surprise me. I was with State Farm for the longest time, like auto insurance policies, and then one day it just got too ridiculous. It's like, I was in my early 40s at the time. It was on the Mercedes, I think, and they're like, and when I lived in Anthem, they're like, it's going to be $438 a month for insurance. I was like, yeah, no, it's not going to be. I'm going to switch companies, and that'll be it for me and State Farm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Amy. I mean, cows are just, I don't know, we're lucky to have cows, even though their farts are ruining the ozone layer. I'm still glad we have cows. No, me too, Amy, but that's what we do here sometimes. We're just chilling, having a chat, so. But I should probably have a snack and get in the tub. Let's see. Huh. Hold on. Yeah, there are a lot of things that you can't telecommute for. Seems like everybody's like, seems like the powers that be are trying to smush everybody back into offices like an actual workplace and not, working remotely anymore. I didn't even have like a special one or anything, but I guess it depends. It depends where you are. Uh, like I couldn't have, like I don't even want to know what the insurance would have been living where I am right now. Uh, like, cause I was in a nice neighborhood and it was going to be 400 and something dollars a month. Yeah. No, I agree, Amy. Might have been the motorcycle policy that made me cancel State Farm. Like the motorcycle, when I first got the motorcycle in 2017, or it was 2018. It was a 2017 motorcycle that I got in the early spring of 2018. And full coverage insurance on a brand new motorcycle originally was like $38 a month. And by the time I sold the motorcycle a year and a half ago, it was like two and a half times that. Well, no, I was like, I had Progressive for the motorcycle, and that was stupid. I hate Progressive too. That's a horrible company. Oh my God. Don't ever get Progressive insurance. I had to pay like a $300 fine because they didn't process a payment correctly. And then they canceled me. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they gotta, like, if your life is, there in fire affected areas, then it's kind of where you have to be. Not everybody can just uproot and go somewhere else. But I hope, anybody that needs to make a claim, I hope they do. Yeah, I liked Geico too. I have been with Geico before. But Progressive had a lot of trouble taking my money and then tried to make it my problem. And State Farm just charged me way too much. But you know how it is here, Amy. If your insurance lapses or anything, they send something to the DMV like like overnight, and then you have to pay like a $300 fine, or then they'll suspend your license or whatever. And it's kind of stupid that they can do that to you, but wow. I don't trust health insurance at all, Amy. I don't have it at all. That what is it, United Healthcare or whatever, the CEO that got shot? That idiot that got shot, I kind of need to go pee on his grave one day, or murdered or whatever. The CEO, that stupid idiot. My dad almost died because of that guy. They canceled his policy while he was dying of heart failure in the hospital. And he survived. He's still alive, thank God, by the grace of God. But like everything was on hold and set back because United Healthcare didn't want to come through and honor his policy when he's in the hospital dying of heart failure. So I don't trust health insurance at all. They can all go to hell, and I'm surprised more CEOs aren't getting murdered, honestly. And I don't feel bad about saying that at all. So yeah, somebody needs to tell insurance companies what their business is all about. You know, we give you money and then you give it back to us if we need something. You know, that's what insurance is. Oh, absolutely, Amy. And it's never okay to murder somebody, but I fully understand it. I mean, after what happened to my dad, and my dad even said it too. He's like, "Oh, it's about time somebody killed that idiot or whatever," you know, because my dad almost died because of that dummy. Um, so exactly, Amy. Greed in the almighty dollar was responsible for the deaths of how many? So, you know, one man took it upon himself to put an end to that problem, at least temporarily. There will be others. I mean, there will always be healthcare CEOs, but I hope they're all cowering in their mansions right now, terrified of what may come, because I would be like, you couldn't pay me enough to do any of those jobs, you know, like being an executive for a health insurance company or a healthcare company. No way, man. Not for any amount of money. So I hope they're all living in fear right now as they rightfully should be. Exactly, Amy, and I'm glad he's okay too, but he's in there, you know, dying, and they're wrestling, the hospital's wrestling with the insurance company, and then they finally came in and told my stepmom, well, they canceled you. You know, you're gonna have to figure something else out. And she's like, my husband's dying on the table right here. And yeah, I mean, my dad's not that type of guy. My dad would never wish ill on anyone, except for maybe healthcare CEOs that almost killed him. So I hope, yeah, like we were saying just a minute ago, I hope everybody that's a healthcare CEO is living in absolute fear right now because they absolutely should be. Yeah. Well, things just need to change in our favor. Like the people who have the money and the power need to quit, you know, just choking us to death. Yeah, I couldn't either, Amy and Chet. You know, it's like I know, you know, most of us kind of feel the same way about this. I have major health issues like that'll probably kill me at some point, and I don't have health insurance. I don't go to the doctor unless I'm pretty much dead because I've lost all faith in it. It's all happening for the wrong reasons. One of the new healthcare insurance company, whatever doctors that my dad had to go to after he survived heart failure, literally said to my dad, I need to book, you know, I need to schedule you for a couple extra appointments because I'm trying to buy a new boat. He literally said that to my dad. And my dad told me that. It's like, I'm getting on a plane right now and I'm going to beat that doctor to within a half a millimeter of his worthless fucking life. And he said, no, 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 it's okay. I'm switching companies again and going to a different doctor. So yeah, Amy, that's it. You know, you can only take so much. I'm over it. I don't care. I'll die of cancer. I do not care. I'm just not going to deal with any of this bullshit in the healthcare industry. So, I don't know. I doubt that anyone's coming to save us. I doubt that this situation's ever going to get better until it just fully breaks down and then gets built back up. I don't know if that's going to happen in our lifetimes, but throughout my life, I've watched it go from bad to worse. A lot of things, healthcare, insurance, any type of insurance, the job market as a whole. Uh, it keeps getting better for the people at the top at the expense of all the rest of us. And, nobody's ever going to do anything to stop that because it's the people at the top who benefit and they have the power. So why wouldn't they keep doing this to us? There'd be no reason for them not to. Well, and I'm not telling anyone, Amy, I'm not telling anyone to give up on healthcare. I mean, if you have something that needs to be treated, I mean, do what you got to do. Do what you see fit. But my faith in it is gone. And I don't think it's ever coming back. And I wish things would turn around. I wish somebody cared enough. Someone who has the power, the authority, the money, whatever, if they would just do something good, then we could all benefit. So, but I don't want anyone to think that I'm giving up on life by not getting treated for cancer and colitis. Um, I feel like I'm better equipped to deal with it on my own based on what I've encountered. So that's the way I'm going to keep going with it for a while. I tell you what, though, riding bikes and trying to smile more and being happier when I can, getting more exercise and fresh air has made quite a difference in my quality of life. And generally, I feel much better and healthier than I have. Yeah, it doesn't need to be this way. It's a shame that things are this way. It it's a shame that we're all carrying billionaires on our backs. I mean, how did that happen? I mean, really, things keep getting better for them at the expense of all the rest of us. And I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to be a part of this broken system anymore. But what are we gonna do? It's either, just play along and deal with it and do the best you can, or, quit. Go live in the wilderness by yourself, which I have really thought about. I haven't ruled that out, guys. Uh, but I don't watch the news anymore because I just can't. It hurts. It's just too bad. And it's like it's designed to make you feel that way, you know? And hey, Dustin, what's going on, buddy? That's it, Amy. I mean, when I was young, I mean, a little, just a short backstory about me. My grandparents were very well off, you might say. I grew up in a 10,000 square foot house in a nice neighborhood in Southern California. And we had a Rolls Royce, and life was good. And young me kind of thought that that's what life was about, be a captain of industry like my grandfather that everybody loves, and everything else. It's all about what you can achieve, how much money you can make, and what you can do for yourself. But then, after I became barely a millionaire on my own, my business was worth $1 million. And then I lost it all. I lost my home, I lost everything, and realized what really matters, and that is compassion and decency and, helping somebody out when you can. So society has lost sight of that. Society wants us to think that it's every man for himself, and if somebody else can't hack it, screw them. That's their problem. But that's stupid. We're all going to need help sooner or later. I don't know, Dustin. I couldn't answer that. Yeah, no, I guess so, Chet. And that's awesome. The first girl I almost married, her name was Amy. Actually, not the same Amy in the chat right now, but the first girl I almost married, named Amy, has a master's in political science. Or she got her original degree from the University of Florida and then went on for a master's, and now I think she's a lawyer. But that's awesome. I didn't know that about you, Chet. But it is too hard to watch the news now, isn't it? And hey, John, Jay Beckman, good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I've been very blessed, Amy. I'm not gonna lie. My grandparents were Hollywood socialites, and I got to live one hell of a life when I was a kid. Um, and I don't know, I'm blessed to have a lot of truly interesting people in my family. But I'm also very blessed to, know that you don't have to have a 10,000 square foot house in Toluca Lake and a Rolls Royce to be happy. And that's, contrary to the way I used to think. Yeah, no, I agree with the mercenary comment, Amy. Oh, wow. There aren't any red pine trees, but you can still smell them. That's interesting, Dustin. Oh, wow. Well, that's, yeah, that's a little different than political sciences, I suppose, Chet. But still, I mean, that's an interesting degree to get, though, political science. And I used to like look at some of her curriculum. Amy, my first fiance, when she went, I went to the University of Florida as well. I didn't attend classes, but I went there a lot, and I DJ'd in Gainesville a lot in those days too. But it was interesting, political science, the University of Florida curriculum. Happiness does come within from within. It's an inside job, and that's part of the reason I can't be in a relationship right now. I think is the happiness comes from within comment, and everyone that I meet that I might at some point consider being in a relationship with is looking to me to make them happy, and that can never work. You can never have a successful relationship that way when one person in the relationship is looking to the other to make them happy, because that's impossible. It's not my job to make you happy. I can't make you happy because your happiness, like you just said, Amy, comes from within, and only ever comes from within. People can add to your happiness, people can cause you to smile, make you feel good, but ultimately happiness is a choice that you make within inside yourself. So two people that have made that choice can be together successfully in a relationship, but if both are not on the same page, if both people are not happy individually, then they cannot possibly be happy together. And that's why I think so many marriages end in divorce. Yeah, I'm not surprised the jet stream drags some up that way. A lot of smoke's going to go a lot of places. Oh, nice. Virginia Tech. That's a good school. So, anyway, I really probably should have gotten in the tub a while ago. I guess I'm going to have to do that, guys. I sure have enjoyed spending some time with you, 2.5 hours or so. And I sure do hope everybody enjoys their Friday evening or whatever time it is where you are. I'm not going to do the chaos ride tonight. Anyone who recently tuned in, I've had a very long day and I hurt my back working on bikes today, and uh, I just can't do the ride tonight. But make sure you have your notifications on anyway, everyone, because I might go live with my son again. My son is in town right now. Anyone who just popped in, and I want to spend some more time with him before he goes back. And thanks again, Big Boys PEV, for the Cash App. Most appreciated. It's going to make it a lot easier to go spend some time with my son. He's staying down on the strip, and I live downtown, of course. So, I just need more tools and like a better working on bikes environment than I have right now. I need that lift thing and some bike specific tools, Dustin, and it'll be all right. I'm just trying to do it with regular ass tools, and I was reaching and I pulled a muscle, and soon, like after I sell a couple of things, I'll get the bike stand, I'll get the bike specific tools that I need, and It'd be better and easier. It would always be nice to have some help, but I don't really. I'll be all right without it, I think. Yeah, cow farts are already our doom, and it's too late, and there's really nothing we can do about it, I think, Amy. But we had a good run, though. Um, and I still love cows. But anyway, I guess that's gonna about do it for tonight, guys. And I sure appreciate you taking the time. I've had a wonderful time hanging out with you. Yeah, that's true. And you too, Amy. I'm certainly gonna try. I think after I soak in the tub for a while and relax and wind down, I'll be all right. And I hope everybody else is too. And it sure has been wonderful getting to spend some time with you. And I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. I'll try to check in with you if I'm doing anything cool. I might, like if my son's busy with his video game thing tomorrow, and I might just ride around on a bike or something and go live. We'll see. I don't know. So, be great to see you if you're available, but otherwise, just take care. Have a good weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. You too, Chet, and everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you again real soon.